Hey, this is James on Gaming, and I'm finally back. Thought it'd be like a week and a half to 2 weeks, turned out to be more like 2.5 weeks, and it took longer still to get to a point where I could finally do a video. So here we are. Before I get started, just wanna, well, it looks like I got a subscriber since I was away from Alchia TV. I think that's how you say it. I'm probably butchering that name completely, but you know who you are. So yeah, thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into it. This is my reactions to the Bethesda E3 2016 conference. Better late than never, but here we go. So first they started with announcing Quake Champions from id Software. Now, I love id Software, as many people do. A big fan of Doom, played that a lot when I was young. And I'm really glad to see them actually doing stuff again after the long hiatus since Rage. They released Doom recently, and now they're working on Quake Champions, so it's really great to see them actually doing stuff again. As for the game itself, at first I was a little bit disappointed that it was multiplayer only, because I really loved Quake 4 and the single player on that, and it did leave on a bit of a cliffhanger, so I would like to have seen a continuation of that. But I was actually watching it with my brother, and he pointed out a few things that made it seem more legit. Like, first of all, Quake 4 was from Raven Software, it wasn't its thing, so I guess it isn't their place to continue the story. Also, and it's also that Quake is always been more about the engine rather than the single player, so yeah, multiplayer is totally legit. So yeah, personally, I'm not that bothered. I never actually played Quake multiplayer. We and my brother were always more of a single player people. Yeah, I never played Quake 3. I played Quake 4 multiplayer a little bit, but yeah, as I said, I'm just really glad to see them doing stuff, and I'm sure a lot of people are excited for it, so yeah, that's pretty awesome. Next they talked about Elder Scrolls Legends, which is a card game based on the Elder Scrolls World series, yeah. They announced this last year. Unfortunately, didn't show any gameplay, which is kind of stupid. I mean, when you're talking about a card game, that's the most important thing. Like, the story is way secondary. And it looked like they were going to do it again. They showed off more cutscenes and more story at first, but then luckily showed a bit of gameplay. Mostly, it was very vague. It didn't go into specifics, so I don't really know what to make of it still. I am excited, like I was last year, at the concept of a Elder Scrolls card game, but I don't really know what it's going to be like, so yeah, I'm pretty excited. My brother was just dismissed it as like they're just trying to copy Blizzard, trying to copy their success, which is probably true, but I'm still pretty excited for it. This was more Fallout 4 stuff and Fallout Shelter stuff. Adding like contraptions, like you can build contraptions and shelter vaults, yeah, which is what Fallout is all about. Which is very cool. It would be cool if I could be bothered with it. I mean, to be honest, I always have so many games on the go. Just finish the game is enough for me. Don't have time for any of this side stuff. But I'm sure many people will get excited for it or get a lot out of it. So that's pretty cool. Then more on Fallout Shelter. So it's funny, in my notes I write Fallout 4 contraptions and Shelter. Well, I meant to say vaults, but Shelter is the other game, so that's why I'm getting a bit confused. But yeah, they did talk about Fallout Shelter stuff as well, which is, I've never played that, I don't really know too much about it, but apparently you can send people out into the world to do quests, and actually, apparently you could always do that, but now you can actually see what they're doing and go out with them. And it's funny, I was watching the GameSpot coverage of it, and Daniel Dwyer pointed out it's like Fallout 4 is becoming more like Fallout Shelter in that you can build vaults, which is what Fallout Shelter is all about. And in Fallout Shelter, you can now go out and do quests, which is what Fallout 4 is all about. So that's pretty funny. Next thing was the Skyrim remaster, because of course they fucking are, because everyone's doing the remaster these days. It looked pretty nice. I gotta say, is there much point? It'll be good for consoles, but from what I've seen, like, when it comes to PC, people have, like, improved the graphics a lot, so, like, through mods. So is a Skyrim remaster really worth it? I guess that remains to be seen. So, next was, this was very interesting, a new Prey game. Prey, the original Prey, of course, was from 3D Realms, the other game, apart from Duke Nukem Forever, that took forever to come out. And they were, not 3D Realms, but there was a Prey 2 being worked on, but as far as I know, that kind of fell into oblivion. So, I don't know what's going on here. Was it Bethesda working on Prey 2, or, they just picking it up? And it's called Prey, just Prey, because for some reason, if you wait long enough, I guess you're allowed to call it the same name. Yeah, it's pretty retarded, I think, just to call it Prey again. It pretty disappointing that when they talked about it, there didn't seem to be any relation to the original Prey. There was no talk of the original story. So is it going to be a completely new game? They're just using the name. I mean, the concept did look interesting. From what I remember, it was like a guy they were training to become a super soldier or something. Like they were giving him this life where he does the same thing every day, but things go wrong and starts attacking aliens and stuff. It could be interesting. I kind of wish it was called something different, unless it is related to the original Prey. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. So next was a load of Doom stuff. Basically trying to get us to kiss their ass with all the free stuff they're bringing out, which is pretty cool. But I don't know, it's pretty lame how they keep pushing it. Yeah, a lot of Doom Snapnap stuff. Apparently you can create single player maps, which actually I wasn't sure, because I don't have Doom yet. I haven't played it yet. I really got to. But I heard you could create maps, but I don't know if you could create single player maps, and if they were announcing that you could, or they were just adding stuff to the single player maps. Apart from that, the new modes and premium DLC, which I guess you'll have to pay for, which just includes new maps and new playable demon armors and taunts, which I don't know, maybe if I play the maps enough and get bored, I might be enticed to buy it, but doesn't look all that good really. After that was more Elder Scrolls Online stuff, which I have absolutely no interest in. I don't know, I've heard enough bad things about Elder Scrolls Online to stay away from it. But one pretty interesting thing was you can level it. I might be misunderstanding it, but it seemed like whatever area you go to, you'll level up to that area, so you can explore anywhere, which I kind of have mixed feelings about. I mean, if you can level up and go anywhere, then what's the point in leveling up? But on the other hand, I heard that one of the complaints for the Elder Scrolls Online was how linear it felt, and unlike like Skyrim and other games in the series. So I guess this will give you more freedom to go out, so that is pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, if there's no, urge, I can't think of my words today. If you're not motivated to go and try and level up to get somewhere, like, what's the point? I don't know, I might be understanding it wrongly. Next, some VR stuff, Fallout 4 and Doom coming to VR, which is pretty cool. They said Fallout 4 is coming to the HTC Vive. I don't know if that's the same to Doom only, which would be a shame, because I'm personally more interested in getting the Oculus Rift, because the HTC Vive looks a bit too hardcore. Don't really have the room or anything for that. I guess it wouldn't make much difference to me because I have Fallout 4 on Xbox One, but I'll be getting Doom on PC, so hopefully that'll be coming to Oculus Rift as well. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. And lastly, like Fallout 4, they did a big ass showcase for Dishonored 2. Which I'm not all that excited about. Mainly because I know people loved the first Dishonored, but I don't know, I thought it was pretty fun, but not amazing. It might have been because at the time I was playing Thief at the same time. Thief Deadly Shadows, the original, not the remake. And the whole time I was kind of thinking, oh, I'd just much rather play Thief. I think because it has a much better atmosphere, and as I've said before, I'm all about the atmosphere in games. And Dishonored's just, I mean, you could, it wears its influences on its sleeves. That was obviously where it got its biggest influence, and you could blatantly see it. It's like, oh, I'd just rather play the original. But I don't know, it was pretty cool. The powers were pretty cool, and but I don't know, there's just something about it. But as for Dishonored 2, I mean, it was pretty cool that they're continuing with the story. Like, I like you see I forgot what the girl was now, but the girl and called, what's the guy called? I had it in my mind just now and I forgot what it was called. Corvo. Yeah, Corvo, I think that was it. Yeah, no, like, they're grown up, so, and Corvo can talk now, so I do like that. And they showed off more of the powers. It could be pretty fun. Maybe I've got to play the first Dishonored again. Maybe I'll see something I didn't last time and I'll like it, and then look forward to Dishonored 2. But with all the games that are coming out, it's not high on my priority list. I might just skip it. So that's Bethesda's one done. Thanks a lot for watching. I know listening. Hope you enjoyed it. And well, since I'm late to this, I won't be covering every E3 conference. I'll just be doing Microsoft and Sony's next, and then I'll look at doing another early access spotlight after that. So look forward to that. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you next time.